What would you do if you found yourself in the middle of a flood? A daunting question indeed, but the answer lies in the power of being informed. By keeping an eye on weather updates and flood alerts, you can stay one step ahead of the game. Local news channels, weather apps, and emergency alert systems are your best friends in such circumstances. However, staying informed doesn't just mean keeping tabs on the weather. It also involves understanding the flood risk in your area. Is your neighborhood prone to flooding? Are there bodies of water nearby that could overflow? It's essential to know the answers to these questions. Equally important is knowing your evacuation routes. Familiarize yourself with the quickest and safest ways to leave your area. It could be a matter of life and death in a severe flood. Remember, knowledge is power. The more informed you are, the better prepared you'll be. When the water starts to rise, where do you go? It's a question that, in the face of a flood, could be a matter of life and death. The answer is straightforward. Move to higher ground. When authorities recommend evacuation, don't hesitate. Don't delay. Your home, your belongings, they can be replaced. But your life and the lives of those you care about are irreplaceable. The moment you hear the word evacuation, immediately move to higher ground, away from rivers, streams, and areas known to be flood-prone. Now, it's important to remember that flooded roads are deceptive and dangerous. It might seem manageable, but it's a risk not worth taking. Even as little as 6 inches of moving water can cause a vehicle to lose control. Your safety should always be your first priority. Don't risk it, move to safer ground. Because when it comes to floods, it's not about riding out the storm, but rather rising above it. Are you ready for an emergency? It's a question that prompts us to consider our preparedness in the face of potential disasters like floods. One of the most crucial steps in gearing up for such situations is creating an emergency kit. This kit should include essentials like non-perishable food, water, medications, a flashlight, batteries, a first aid kit, and important documents. Remember, these are the items that could sustain you and your loved ones for several days during and after a disaster. But having an emergency kit is just one part of the equation. Equally important is to have a family emergency plan. This plan should map out a communication strategy that ensures everyone stays connected during a crisis. It should also designate a meeting point where everyone can regroup. This way, in the chaos of an emergency, you have a clear strategy to follow. Being prepared can make all the difference. Make sure you have your emergency kit and plan ready. What should you do with your utilities during a flood? That's a crucial question. When a flood is imminent or if you're evacuating, it's essential to turn off your gas, electricity, and water supplies. Why, you ask? Well, keeping these utilities on during a flood can lead to potential hazards. For instance, gas leaks can be incredibly dangerous, leading to explosions if ignited. Electricity and water, as we all know, don't mix well. If water enters your electrical system, it could cause short circuits and electrical shocks when the power is restored. Similarly, leaving your water supply on could lead to contamination of your home's water, making it unsafe for consumption post-flood. Moreover, it's also vital to disconnect electrical appliances. This extra step can prevent potential electric shocks when the power comes back on. It's all about being proactive and prioritizing safety. Turning off your utilities can prevent further damage and keep you safe. Don't forget this crucial step. How tempting is it to walk or swim in floodwater? You may think it's just water, but it's more than meets the eye. Floodwaters often carry unseen dangers. They can be contaminated with harmful chemicals, bacteria, and waste that pose serious health risks. But it's not just about what's in the water, it's also about what's under it. Debris, sharp objects, or even open manholes can be hidden beneath the murky surface, posing a significant risk of injury. Fast-flowing currents, even in seemingly shallow water, can knock you off your feet or sweep you away in an instant. And let's not forget, the water's depth and flow can change rapidly during a flood, turning a seemingly safe path into a perilous trap. Even if you're a strong swimmer, floodwater is a dangerous beast. No matter what, avoid walking or swimming in floodwater. It's not worth the risk. By now, we hope you found these flood safety tips helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like. Your engagement helps us reach more people with these critical safety messages. And if you want to stay updated with more safety tips and guides, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Remember, when it comes to flood safety, knowledge is power. Stay safe, stay informed, and help us spread the word. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.